faith is having the courage to let God in control. To the members of the board of Ceap 8, to our school directors, teachers, faculty, and staff, a hopeful and blessed morning to all of you. Welcome to Ceap 8 Regional Assembly 2022. Parang pakala. Hope, they say, is not the belief that something bad will eventually turn out good, but the conviction that even bad things get worse, they are still meaningful. True indeed. The pandemic is still threatening us. We still live in a VUCA world, a world full of volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. Despite the presence of the dreadful virus, we are still here. We can still greet each other with a smile. We still are able to perform our mission as members of Catholic educational institutions. And even if the pandemic is still there, it will not stop us. Our hope remains inexhaustible, and everything that we do, despite of it all, becomes more meaningful. Pandemic ka lang, Catholic schools kami. I am glad that after 3 years, we are now slowly but surely opening our schools to serve our students in flesh. We can now give them the warmth that they need, which the virtual classrooms lack. We can now relax from the hassle of internet signal that irritatingly disrupt our online meetings. More than just an assembly, let us consider this moment as a celebration. Today, we celebrate everyone. After the long years of not seeing, hearing, or feeling each other, now, here we are, together as one, to honor the battles fought by our students whose education has been made more challenging by the pandemic. We also give glory to the parents whose constant support made our students' journey more bearable. Likewise, this celebration is to acknowledge the teaching force who did the extra mile in educating our students, whatever the circumstances are, as well as our administrators who provided everything just to make the school operations less difficult. This celebration is a celebration of our synodality, that even if we treaded the difficult road, we are still co-journeying. We are still the same pilgrims who walk the path of articulating the salvific mission of our Mother Church by educating the hearts and minds of our students. Hence, we become each other's source of strength and hope. Our experiences, though they may not be exactly the same, means one thing, that Christ as our core has never abandoned us. He remains true to His words, "Fear not, for I am with you." Our faith has allowed us to surrender to God our difficulties and made Him in control of everything. This enduring faith has become our source of hope, and our oneness have provided us the love that endures. Dug inalto, go into the deep. And as we go further to the deep, let us remember that we are one pilgrim family that hopefully moves to one and the same journey, the journey of making Christ love and live in our communities. And when this journey unavoidably becomes bleak or less meaningful, let us not forget that we have each other. Sa huli, tayo at tayo pa rin. As an overview of our regional assembly for today, in this year's assembly, our theme is on synodality. In the context of Catholic schools, we framed it as pilgrims of hope, moving forward in synodality. This is as well the theme we will be centering on in the CAP National Assembly at SNX Manila on October 25 to 28 of this year. I hope we attend this important event of Catholic schools in the Philippines. We will be listening from no other than the President, the first woman President of CAP, Sister Maria Marisa RVV RVM. She is ably guiding and leading us in the challenging time of our association's history. Thank God for giving us a woman in this time of difficulty, the patience, the wisdom, the courage of a woman leader. Mr. Jose Alan Arellano will deliver the national report as the Executive Director of CAP. I hope you pay attention to his updates for us to know how we as Catholic schools fare in these years. Good to know the achievements as well as the place of CAP in the past years and for the next years as well. We here in Region 8 are so blessed and fortunate to be able to listen in a short while one of the famous, respected, wise figure in the field of education. Monsignor Jerry Santos is with us. As we know, there are regional assemblies also happening today. He chose to be here, to be in Region 8. I assure you, you will go back home after this assembly thankful to God after listening to Monsignor Jerry. He is really a gift of God to our church here in the Philippines, to our Catholic education. Thank you, Monsignor, for accepting our invitation in spite of your busy schedule. After his talk on synodality, we shall recognize the jubilarians here in the region. We join them in their joy as they celebrate their long years of service to the church and to the country. And during our lunch break, we will be entertained by performers from several schools, especially from Ceap, the school where we are now, our host school. Thank you, Ma'am Sonia Palami, for this place, for the performers, and for the workforce. Right after our lunch, Assistant Regional Director Viviano Cintillas will give us his message, his assurance of partnership of public and private schools, his invitation on the part of DepEd of walking together, in journeying together, in spirit of communion and synodality, both the public and private schools. We may ask some questions in the open forum. I just hope you be kind in your questioning. We should be glad they accepted our request, even if at the last hour they wanted not to push through coming here. Towards the end part of today's assembly is as important as the morning activities. We shall know the financial status of our association as it went through this pandemic, as we went back into the face-to-face gathering. Important too, because we will elect 5 trustees at large from several candidates, all of them are heads of schools, to form the CAPA board with the Catholic superintendents of all the dioceses in Region 8, and also with the superintendents of the different congregations who are currently assigned in the region. From the 5 trustees at large, plus the 5 diocesan superintendents, and from 3 and also with 3 or 4 congregational superintendents, we form the board, the CEP 8. From here, we shall elect the regional trustee to represent our region in the national board for 2022 to 2025. I encourage you, as the regional trustee, together with the members of the board, to give your precious time and energy and concentration to this memorable event, biggest gathering of Catholic schools in the region. Let us enjoy this day. Let us make this blessed through our active participation and listening, far from distractions of waiting to go to the city and using all the time our phones. Thank you very much for your presence. God bless us all. God bless our schools, our students. God bless our educational ministry. Good morning to you all.